Well, I don't know what happened there. It was supposed to play my intro, and it didn't play my intro. And because I'm sitting over here, I can't get it to do it. How you guys doing? I've spent the better part of the past couple of hours trying to get this TV that's in front of the computer to show what I'm doing. And because it would make it a lot easier, and then I could stay focused here instead of having to look over there. Well, I can't really do that. And it's just a testament to how the day is going. But for anyone just joining in, my name is Steve. The show is called Wake Up America. I've started just a few minutes early because I'm just done with the day. It was a good day, okay? Don't get me wrong, a good day, just long. Just a lot of the same stuff, you know, a lot of the same stuff that we have every single day, everywhere, you know, just the same stuff. Someone said low audio. Well, turn it up because I'm not getting up and I would have to get up in order to fix the audio. Someone said, shirt looks good. Good. This is Spartan Armor Systems. Speaking of Spartan Armor Systems, they are the sponsor for this show. You can visit them by going over here. Where is it? Bam. See, eventually I'll have this TV actually working because right now it's just showing the Roku holding screen, and which is really annoying. But the Minnie Mouse is scrolling across the screen, so that's great. But anyway, on your screen, down here, you'll see SpartanArmorSystems.com. If you don't know about Spartan Armor Systems, well, they're an amazing company based out of Arizona. They are longtime sponsors of our show. They are a corporate sponsor. They've helped us through some of the hard times, some of the hiccups. They've sent us a bunch of body armor. They sent us the shirts as well. If they sent me multiple shirts, multiple colored shirts, I'd wear them. They sent me several of the same color shirts, so I can only wear it once a day. But they're pretty awesome. And I don't know. I'm looking at the chat, and some people are saying you can't hear me. But that's clearly your audio is not on because I see the soundboards over there, and the audio is working. But yeah, check out SpartanArmorSystems.com, and if you use code YEET, you get 10% off your body armor order, which is an incredible deal. if you didn't already know. Now you know, Everyone else says they can hear. But yeah, man, it's just been one of those days. We heard that the House has just passed to extend the debt limit till I think mid-December or something. Not a single Republican voted for it. Chuck Schumer got up there and gave this passionate speech saying how everything is the fault of the Republicans. Just the typical comments and the typical things that it seems that the left is doing. Just blaming Republicans for everything all the time. It's, oh my gosh. It sucks because I don't have anything new to report on. What do we report? Like, as a news organization, we wrote articles. It was the same articles. Shootings, cops shot, bombs scares at the Pentagon. We just have so much of the same stories all the time. It makes doing this show, especially when I've been working all day, it makes doing this show just kind of a pain in the ass because I'm finding I have very little tolerance of dealing with this stuff anymore. Which is kind of frustrating because, well, we're in the news business, but the problem with the news business is all the stories we're hearing are not true. We can't say what we want on social media anymore. We're not allowed to talk about the issues that are real and the issues that are plaguing us as Americans. We saw it today. Adam flew out to Michigan, Lansing, Michigan, and covered the rally for, they want to audit. They want forensic audits of their system. And the crazy thing about that is, we couldn't show it. We can't show that there are people in America. Well, we couldn't. Let me take that back. We could show it everywhere except Facebook or except YouTube. And a lot of other people were like, hey, other people are showing this on Facebook. How come you're not showing it, or showing it on YouTube? How come you're not? Well, the fact is we've already got 2 strikes for bullshit. I mean, on YouTube, right now we're streaming live to YouTube, but we've had 2 strikes already on YouTube. Both have been for medical misinformation, which literally the CDC, I said something was going to happen. 3 days later, the CDC says it. Well, actually, 2, I had 2 originally, then 1 fell off. So now I still have 2. And they're both for medical misinformation, actually, because one was Donald Trump speaking about it. And then the second one was, or the first one rather, was me talking about the NFL and the NFL's mandates and how I just didn't necessarily think they were a good thing. And now we have that going on all over the place, with these mandates. It's just frustrating. You guys got to put yourself in our shoes as a media company for a while because, we spent several $100s on a flight to go out there. And YouTube is a platform where we make money. We make revenue, through the YouTube super chats and everything. And more people are apt to contribute through YouTube than they are of going to our website, citizenstringer.com/support. More people choose to do that through YouTube. The problem is when we can't stream to YouTube, or we run the risk of live streaming it to YouTube and immediately deleting it after, like we did with the Trump rally on Saturday, it kind of defeats the purpose because we're still utilizing YouTube. We're still utilizing a tool where they're actively trying to censor us. And I mean, I could go live to Citizen Stringer all day, every day. But the fact is that look how many people we have on Citizen Stringer. I can't see that number, 50 or 80 or something like that are watching on the web portal. And then, but we have 712 watching on social media as of right now. That doesn't include Rumble, and it doesn't include, I believe, DLive. They don't show up that way. It's almost I want to impress just how important it is that everyone understands that whether you're watching the show as a Democrat, whether you're watching the show just to find something to nitpick, because we know there's a bunch of people that do that as well. We will never stop. The Citizen Stringer team, we're not going to give up. I'll be honest, it's discouraging. It's discouraging to know that we flew out to Lansing, Michigan to cover a rally. We had hundreds of people watching, and it doesn't do anything for us. And because I'm speaking to you guys as a businessman now. There's the cost benefit analysis is negative because we lost money. It's a problem to me that we can't do what we would normally do. Actually, I don't even know if we normally do it. What is what is the right saying? I want to be able to report the news more so than anything. I want to be able to report honestly about what's going on in this country and not worry about being censored, not worry about crossing that threshold. Because here's the thing. Remember when you were kids and you'd watch things on social media, or you'd watch things before social media, you'd watch shit at night and you wouldn't hear television shows swearing. You wouldn't hear any of this. They followed the set of guidelines that was imposed upon them. Now that's all changed. The only thing that seems to be happening in terms of social media, it's getting more and more restrictive. Every single time, every single day, it seems like there's some new restriction, some new thing you can or can't say on social media. Or if you say something, you have to have a countervailing view in your same comment. How do you have a countervailing view about mask mandates if you disagree with them? You can't. You can't, and especially if you try to rely on some science or something like that, you can't. It's just frustrating. Someone on chat said, I don't think truth is legal anymore. I firmly don't believe it is either. We watched school board meetings out in Seminole County on Citizen Stringer right before this live stream started. We were watching those on Seminole County, and we're listening to people. The school boards now across America are actually changing their policies to limit how many speakers they're allowed to have, to limit how much time they're allowed to have, to limit how many people are allowed to sit in there and listen to it. This is going on, and this is happening across America all the time. Right now, there's a city council meeting. I was just playing it right before this hearing, or right before I started this live video on Citizen Stringer. I was playing a city council meeting in Leesburg, Virginia, which is about an hour and a half away from me. But on the morning news this morning on DC local news, NBC 5, whatever it is, on the DC local news, they were talking about Leesburg. Now, the reason they're talking about Leesburg is because the town has imposed a mask mandate, and tonight they're supposed to vote on it in terms of police officers being forced, or a vaccine mandate, police officers being forced to get vaccinated. Now, this is the interesting part, because you have a huge fraction of these police officers who have said they will not get vaccinated. Now, this is the same thing we're seeing across America right now. We're seeing it in police departments left and right. We're seeing it in fire departments left and right. Some are caving. Some of the city governments are caving and saying, well, listen, we can't handle losing 40% of our officers, or 400 officers, or 20% or any officers for that matter, because no one wants to work that job anymore. So some cities are folding, but others, apparently Leesburg is one of those, where they're not allowing them to fold. They're saying, no, you need to do this. You need to get this mandated shot. And for whatever reason, because you could argue about whether or not you believe other people need to be mandated or, forced vax and all that stuff, it doesn't. If you call yourself an American, you should never feel that someone else should do something they disagree with. That is un-American. That is the kind of shit you have in Korea or North Korea. That's the kind of shit you have in Iran and China. That's what goes on over there. That's not something in America. And that's why you see so many people coming out now that are fully vaccinated, that are defending people that are simply just not wanting to go out and get a mandatory vaccination. And then they're getting criticized. You have an ESPN anchor who loses her job because of it. And she was fully vaccinated. You have other people that have, it's the same thing is happening. I ask, where are we as Americans? Where we just sit back. That's why, on the video, on the thumbnail for this video, I was trying to just be goofy, and I used the banned image, because that image, I made a t-shirt with that image, and I was quickly kicked off of the store and told I can't print anything that has to do with COVID or makes jokes about COVID, or and that was my only warning. They would, ban me completely. And so I say that's a banned image, but I wrote there, with Donald Trump doing a flying kick or whatever it is, and then said that make America great again, because if you watch the rally this week, which it's on citizenstringer.com or citizenstringer.tv, you could watch that rally. But one of the funny things about that message is we need him. It's such a lame thing to say, but we do. We need Donald Trump. We need somebody to wake up, somebody to care about what's happening to this country, because I firmly believe that if people don't wake up, we're so screwed. We are beyond redemption. We are beyond getting back to a place where we can actually recover. I'm worried that in the next 3 years, 3 months, or 3 years, 2 months, whatever's left, that the damage is going to be irreversible to our country. And a lot of people don't get it yet. And this is maybe where you're going to get it. A lot of you guys that are watching right now, maybe Steve's overreacting. I've mentioned several times in my life that, or in this show, that I grew up very, very poor, right? We just grew up well below the poverty line. You know, we went without Christmases and stuff. There are kids now that are going to go without Christmas toys, without being able to see their families because of vaccine requirements and travel documents and their family, you know, fractured family of saying, well, you can or can't come visit us because you are or aren't vaccinated. Christmas this year is going to be so strange. You know, I was talking to my wife about it. I was talking about my wife about it today, and I was saying, listen, you know what we're going to do for Christmas and Thanksgiving? We're jumping in this brand new RV, and we're just going to go. And she's like, no. And my son's like, no, we got to go be with family. Well, we can't be with family. It doesn't work. You know, the connections aren't there. It's just not, you know, the things aren't going to line up. So what are we going to do? We're going to jump in our RV probably and just go drive somewhere with our dogs, because that is our family. My wife, my 2 kids, and my dogs. And we'll just go see something. We'll go see the country. But it's frightening. Like, I promised my son a PS5 when we moved to Virginia, right? I can't fucking find him a PS5. I am someone that follows through. I follow through with a lot of shit in my life. All right? Pretty much everything. You guys know that from watching this. Sometimes it may take a long time, but I follow through with everything. Pretty much everything I say, I follow through with. It's been a policy for the past couple of years because for a long time I was not good at it. I can't even find him a damn PS5. You know what I mean? And it sounds like such a small thing, but I check every day. And yeah, I could go out and buy one from some, you know, guy that's paying $9 million or charging $9 million. I should be able to pay what it's worth, what it sells for. This stuff is frustrating. And then we see, I was watching this show this morning where we're probably going to bring another show on in the mornings here pretty soon. So I've just been watching a show for the past couple of days to see. But I was watching a show this morning, and he was playing a clip from some other guy that was talking about a port whistleblower from the Los Angeles port. That guy, I wouldn't even be surprised if that whistleblower didn't even work at a damn port. He didn't understand supply chain. He said he worked at the port for 18 years. What, as a forklift driver, you don't even understand basic supply chain? You say there's no driver shortage? There is a fucking driver shortage. But that doesn't mean, like, the conspiracy oh my gosh, I'm so frustrated. I guess this is just a mega rant night. But here's the craziest thing to me is we have so much misinformation coming from the left that now I can't even watch a show on the right without just hearing some outlandish conspiracy theory with outlandish explanation on something that doesn't make any damn sense. How many of you guys experience that? How many of you guys watch shows, other news shows, other podcasts, other shows? How many of you guys watch and you're just like, shit, well, guess that guy lost his marbles. Some of you guys may be doing that right now. But the one thing we don't do here is we don't make shit up. We don't make shit up. We report the truth. And one of the reasons why I don't bring people on to do interviews, and that's something we're going to be rectifying pretty soon. But one of the reasons I, in the past, didn't bring on guests is because I don't like people. I don't like sitting down and interviewing someone. I lose interest in a second. You guys remember I interviewed the politician that was, and I won't say the state, I think it was Louisiana. I interviewed a guy that was running for office down there. And I'm listening to what he's saying, and I asked him a couple of questions, and I realized that I'm promoting a guy whose policies I fucking disagree with wholeheartedly on my show. And my attitude changed like that. I've done maybe 3 or 4 interviews in over 2 years of doing this show. And the reason for it is because I just don't like people. I see right through it. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because I just think it's time that people wake up. And that waking up is way more than just what it was originally, where it's like, see what's going on, pay attention, just be weary of everything. No, now it's wake the hell up because we are losing everything. We are losing everything. The Make America Great Again, that needs to happen tomorrow. And, Donald Trump doesn't have a pathway to take over the office. I know Matt Gaetz the other day got up and said, Donald Trump we can't wait 3 years. It needs to happen now. I understand there's no feasible way. So don't come in the chat saying, well, he could do it tomorrow or whatever, because that's not true. But someone needs to step up. You know, we have all these conservative Twitter politicians, conservative Twitter media people, quoting all these mysterious White House sources all the time that are literally just making shit up. You know, or even if they're not making shit up, you got people that are saying that the White House is in disarray and they're fighting back and forth about everything and mask mandates and figuring out what they're going to do and how they're going to require people to get vaccinated in the White House and blah, blah, blah. All of it's fake. All of it is just a deflection to try to deflect on what's actually happening, which is our country imploding on itself. Because that's what's happening right now. This year, not because, you know, inflation, not because shit costs too much. This year, because supply chain, because all these Democrats and Republicans shut down the country for the better part of 9 months last year. We are not recovered from it. What ended up happening, and if you don't understand supply chain, what ended up happening is the ports all closed, everything was shut down, all the factories in China shut down. When the country started reopening over here and in China, they had a backlog of things to do. They had a backlog of containers, they had a backlog of products that they had to make. So a 3-month lag turned into a 6-month lag. Now you have a backup of all these containers outside of all the ports in the United States, but you don't have enough drivers, and it's not necessarily because of a driver shortage, although we're always short drivers. The reason why it's backlogged is because you have an influx of freight. Everyone's trying to get shit in right now. Everybody's trying to get stuff into the ports, and you don't have enough resources to go because all these companies are mandating vaccines. And because Joe Biden is mandating employers get vaccinated, and all the different regulations on maritime and NVOCCs and trucking and all that stuff, it's kind of spiraling. And that's why our supply chain issue is fucked. But when you have leading, you know, freight technology, whatever you want to call them, advisors, you know, the biggest media outlet out there and forecasting company in the freight industry, you know, they're literally saying people should just be ready to not have Christmas this year. That toy that you're waiting to buy for your kid that your kid wants so much because they won't stop advertising the shit on TV, even though they don't have any available here, you're not going to be able to get that. Why? Because it's probably it's one of the 75 or 80 container ships that are sitting outside of the Los Angeles port. That's what it is. They just don't have enough people to do it. Not enough people want to work. What do you got? 4.3 million people don't want to work in America right now. You hear about all these jobless numbers, and you remember why we had a dismal jobs report for September with only 144,000 jobs added or something, and yet the jobless claims are going down? It's because people are realizing now they can just not work. They don't need to get unemployment because they can go out and drive an Uber or something and get enough money to pay. They don't have to pay rent because we have rent moratoriums and all this special socialist funding that's going on. I don't even know if the rent moratorium is done now, but I mean, you could just go to your local city and they're going to give you all the money to pay your rent. You don't even need to work anymore. I drove around my small ass town today, and I have a very small town. I'm not criticizing anybody in this town. I drove around in my town today during lunchtime, and I saw 2 different places that were giving out bags of food to people. Bags of food. And I'm seeing people pull up in nice cars grabbing these bags of foods. And I understand everyone hits hard times. For me, I just can't help but look and to say, well, holy shit. I live in a conservative town in a conservative county, and yet we're enabling people. And I know a lot of people are probably like, well, you're the pot calling the kettle black because you donated $98,000 last year. This is different. I think we're enabling and unwillingly conservatives, or maybe it's willing, I don't even know. Is this all part of the conservative plan? Do they think if we just make it as bad as possible, we can flip votes that way? Is that what the end game is for conservatives? Just to sit back and say, well, you know what? Look what Joe Biden did. Inflation's through the roof. Everyone works. Everyone doesn't have a job. The border crisis is overwhelming. People are getting shot left and right. Is that what they're doing? Because that seems like what they're doing. They're not going up in front of the House and giving a passionate speech and blocking stupid-ass spending bills that are going to ruin our children's futures. No, what they're doing instead is they're going on Twitter or they're going on Fox News and they're like, this is crazy. This is what they're trying to do is crazy. Blah, blah, blah. The border crisis, blah, 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 blah. Nobody gives a shit. It's like, what's that? Who is it? German chick? What is it? Where she was, I forgot what her name is. The little girl, that the climate change one, whatever her name is. But she was giving a speech the other day, and she's like, build back better, blah, 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 and making fun of Joe Biden. That's literally what everyone's doing now about America. They're literally watching America fall apart, and nobody's willing to actually stand up and be like, yeah, you know what? Enough is enough. And I don't know, I'm not calling for violence or anything, all you liberal assholes that watch my show. I'm not saying any of that. What we need is politicians that have an actual backbone, that are willing to get up and say, this is stupid. I've been saying it for months. We need to have politicians holding press conferences every day. And when the media won't cover it, call them out. That's what people need to do. Thank you for that super chat. Genius by birth, the $20 super chat. And I may have missed other ones because I'm not focused on it, but thank you. It's frustrating to me, man. The more I think about it, and here's the thing.
Distractions galore. Take care of your family. Prepare with ammo, food.
So I hear it, but it didn't pop up on the screen. So I'll fix that for tomorrow because I don't know why it didn't pop up on the screen. But that's what annoys me the most, about everything. My business, and I'll be honest, our business, we're making money. Okay, we're not, even close to being shut down financially, and not even remotely. We have enough in the reserves to go for another year. But the problem is that I look around and I just wonder, for what? For what? Yeah, I can have a grip of people watch every single night. I can have this. I can have that. You have shitty ass commentators that go up and they'll have tens of thousands of people watching them. Liberal people that are just making these stupid videos, just laughing at conservatives. Here's the thing. Nobody cares about this country. All these people that say they care about the country, all these leftists that say they care about the country, and the reasons they do this and that is for the country or for the betterment of the country. That's why they make fun of everybody else. It doesn't do anything. That's been one of my main problems since I've started doing this, is that we don't do enough. That's why we went to the Trump rally this weekend. That's why we we went there because we knew it would bring even more people out, which it did. The Trump rally was a success. I've been asked several times if it was a financial success. Who gives a shit? It was a success. I got to meet all the people that have been watching my show for a year. It was a success. So much so, we're going to hit every rally from now on, because it's we may not go out to like Lansing, Michigan and shit like we did today. It's just not in the budget. You know what I mean? It's just frustrating. And I've said it a couple of times in the past where you just kind of sit back. I was doing show prep for this show, right? And I'm trying to find news articles. I'm trying to find shit to talk about. And I'm like, who fucking cares? Who cares? Yeah, yesterday, 20 mass shootings. I've reported over 20 mass shootings, 20 people dead, 96 people injured. Why is nobody else reporting that? Why isn't CNN, Fox News, Newsmax, OAN, all these other shitty conservative news outlets, why aren't they all reporting that as well? Where else did you hear that there were over 20 mass shootings in the past 7 days? That 20 people lost their lives and 96 people were injured? Nowhere. CNN is not going to show it. They'll talk about a mass shooting until it turns out the suspect is anything but white. And then they stop talking about it. But nobody talks about what's really going on. They should be talking about how you can go into New York City and catch a hammer to the back of the head, probably before you can catch a cab. They don't talk about this stuff. Fox News will talk about like a horrible thing, like a woman getting pushed in front of a subway train, or a woman being pushed in Times Square and falling and cracking her head open. They'll cover that when they have a video or something just to really just get you. And then they go back on to their bullshit news reporting. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating to me. Because more people need to know what's really going on in this country, and I know people are trying. Like I don't watch any other news besides Fox News and CNN. I watch CNN just if I need to work out or something and I want to get pissed real quick. And maybe that's my thing. Maybe I should start watching Newsmax more. But anytime I've turned on Newsmax, it's a fucking infomercial. Every single time. I'm not learning anything new. They're just regurgitating the same news every other newscast, including our own, does. Or they're selling shit. Or seeming like they're selling shit. OAN, never watched. Maybe I should try OAN and see. I don't know. It's just frustrating. To be fair, but a lot of groups and shows cover the week's shootings. Hannity is one. I've watched Hannity. I've never seen him talk about mass shootings every week like we do. And have you seen anyone talk about the mass shootings over the past week? You hear about deadly weekends in Chicago, which that's been going on since before Joe Biden was elected as president. Here's the thing. We've more than doubled the mass shootings in the same time period compared to Trump's first term. We've more than doubled the murders of those mass shootings. We more than almost tripled the number of injured in those mass shootings. Think about it. I bet now because it's consistently 17 this week, like 23. I guarantee now over the last time I did it, because we added over 100 mass shootings, we added over 100 people killed, we added over 400 or 500 people injured. I bet now you could add Obama's first term and Trump's first term, and we will have more mass shootings now under President Biden. We have inflation through the roof, but who gives a shit about that right now? I mean, because in all reality, you have mass shootings at schools left and right. Schools locked down left and right. Cities are dangerous as shit. You can't do anything. And now you got a group of 60,000 Haitian migrants that are walking to the border talking about that they are ready for war. What? We need to make America great again. Before America's no longer America. You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene makes a post saying who's ready for the country to get a divorce or something like that. And everyone says she's calling for civil war. I don't think she's calling for civil war. I think she's asking the real question. Like, think about it. If you had a wife that was just a naggy, lying, money-spending asshole that you hated to see every day, what would you do? You'd probably divorce him, right? Because that's what our country is right now. That's what our administration is. They blame everybody else for their failures. They don't admit to their failures. They don't even think their failures are failures. They spend more money than we have, increasing the debt limit over and over and over, which is only going to just hurt us later. It's just crazy, dude. It's crazy. What's going on now? It's just crazy. You know? And it's frustrating to me just because I could spend 2 hours searching for shit. You know, I wrote articles today on citizenstringer.com. I wrote a couple articles. I don't even want to talk about them. I wrote about them because there are things that have to be said. A bomb squad at the Pentagon Transit Station, which is the same station where there was a shooting a couple of weeks ago. You know, that's news. We have to cover it. As soon as it was all clear, boom, it's all clear. But I mean, just fucking lame, bro. Lame. Someone said we're already bankrupt. Yeah, we already are. Someone said, what is this comment? This is interesting. Someone said the New York Times came out with something that the Republicans of the deep state are telling people to vote. Oh, hold on, I just lost this comment. That are telling people to vote for Democrats and stay away from voting for Trump. I guess they do not know most of the Republicans are Trump voters and no one in the right mind. Nobody's saying, to stay away from America First candidates. The only people that are saying that are literally Democrats. I mean, we hear it. The Terry McAuliffe, who's running for governor here against Glenn Youngkin, he's doing it all the time. He's invoking Donald Trump's name like every 5 fucking seconds. During a show, during an interview with CNN. The reason is because he wants to fearmonger. He wants to get everybody that's on the fence. And I think about it. The Donald Trump and his fans, us, you, me, people that just support in America, we're all just nuts, apparently. You know what I mean? We're all just crazy. And so now it's easy for them just to be like, well, the fault lies with Republicans. I mean, I just saw Kyle Becker. He's a producer on MSNBC. I don't know why I follow the guy. He's an idiot. But I saw him on Twitter just say, not one Republican voted, again to raise the debt ceiling. No fucking shit. Because we're the only ones that actually pay attention to what's in the damn bill. We're the only ones that realize that adding $3.5 or $5 trillion to our deficit is going to make it so our country can't succeed. Raising our debt limit to what, $28 trillion? You think that's a positive thing? I certainly don't. And that's what we've done. We've had, what, 4 CARES packages? It's just fucking dumb, man. Dumb. It's dumb. Let me read some of these other comments. Someone said you're a recovering Democrat. Someone said, did they vote for the $3.5 trillion? No, they just voted to extend the debt limit because you had I forgot what her name is, or Secretary of the Treasury come out and say, we're not going to make it past the 18th. You got the idiot Schumer getting up there just blaming Republicans, saying this is a Republican attempt at destroying our democracy. Everything's destroying democracy. That's what they say. Anything that has to do with anything they don't like is destroying democracy. There is no more democracy here in America. No, there's over 2,500 pages in that infrastructure bill, which equates to over $1 billion, is it $1 billion? Yeah, over $1 billion on each page of that infrastructure bill. $1 billion. It's so crazy, dude. It's so crazy. 6 Republicans didn't even bother to vote for a debt ceiling to help not to pass. They're not. It doesn't matter. It's the House. The House has a majority. The House has a majority. Matt said, can we just go back to playing video games and forget this madness? Yeah. Someone else said the left and the right are so fundamentally and morally different now. They are polar opposites. There is no going back. Yeah, I mean, it seems. But what do you do? Like, how do you think that the Democrats are sitting around just saying, "Hey, listen, this is no longer like a Tinder fire. Like this is like a wildfire that's there's no rain in sight. Just dry weather is brewing." Do you think that the Democrats sit around and realize, do you think they talk? Do you think there are other shows where they're like, hey, listen, maybe we need to slow down this whole path to destroy our country because we may actually destroy our country? Because I firmly don't believe that they're literally trying to destroy our country, right? I mean, that couldn't be it. That couldn't be it. I just don't know. I don't know. Someone said, I would agree. It would seem that we have had a chance to sort it out, buff out with the T. Then we revisited many of those things to secure strength, blah, blah, blah. Your comment went too quick. There's too many people in here, so it's too hard to read the chat. But it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating to me, just as a whole, in general. It's frustrating. I ordered a bunch of boxes. So for the October mystery boxes that I'm going to be sending out, I wanted to send them in special boxes because these ones are going to be a bit delayed too. It's because I was unhappy with the ones I sent out last month. So these ones are filled with shit. I ordered extra shirts, so you guys are going to get more. And I know I spoiled a lot of people because I was given all the old shirts. Typically, they have 2 or 3 shirts max in them. But this one, it's going to have some cool stuff. I ordered some stuff today to put in them because I want them to be better, you know? And I can't even get the damn boxes. I think the boxes said the 22nd. That's Amazon Prime. They just can't even get them to me in time. I guess we're having a corrugated box shortage as well. Add on to everything else. It's just freaking stupid. It's just stupid. You know? Someone said, how do you get the mystery boxes? You got to wait until they're on sale. Someone said, got a notification that a judge stopped vax mandates. Yeah, I doubt it. Maybe. If someone can link me that. April, you could look at that. See, that's the problem, is you can't even believe what you read in the media anymore. You really can't. Because the media is going to just report whatever they want to, and it may not be accurate either. That's the crazy thing. You know, the media doesn't report shit either. You know what I mean? It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. Because even good media, even media that was, well, is there such thing as good media? Even media that seemed to be a little bit honest previously. Here's the thing I hate about Max is you can't just like thumb down. You have to like be right on the thing. But it's just... the media doesn't report it. I've read so much hyperbole. I read something the other day that was talking about, Oh gosh, what was it talking about? Oh, the NFAC, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. Remember that? Well, he was just featured in some news article where they're talking about how, it's a big plot to go after a black leader, a black voice. What? It's not because he threatened to kidnap politicians, threatened to kidnap and kill cops, pointed guns at police officers. That's not why he's in jail. Fucking idiots. And that was like a reputable news organization. I think Newsweek or some shit like that. It's so nutty to me, dude. It's so nutty. It really is. I don't see anything from what that one person was just talking about with a judge doing something. Representative Andy Biggs has tweeted out that he sent a letter to HHS demanding answers on the recent reporting that Project Veritas that HHS may not be accurately recording adverse patient reactions to COVID-19. And then they so what? Everybody fucking knows this shit. Like, that's the thing. All these politicians, and Gosar is a good dude, but all these politicians, we're going to type a letter now, 5 months after. Why? Because Project Veritas had some person send out, an unknown video or an undercover video. We already knew this. Where were the politicians 3 months ago when all this was going on? The damage is already done. The damage is done. The damage is going to continue. They're not going to let up. Yeah, you got the Southwestern or Southeastern, whatever the fuck it is, airline going on TV today saying he's not going to honor this mask mandate and saying Biden overstepped. Doesn't matter. The damage is done. The damage is done because here's the thing is they forced millions of people to go get this in order to save their jobs. Millions of people. Lives have been lost for something that it doesn't make any sense. Nobody pays attention to the fact that more people have died. Well, fuck it. I can't even talk about COVID on social media. Can't even do it. And I forgot to record the show. It's just frustrating. So what Adam was suggesting that we do, also those coffee boxes. Here's a question for you. For anyone that didn't get one of those coffee boxes, should I do more? If I do more, I can make them available in a little bit, or I could actually probably do it while I'm on the phone, but they're going to be delayed. The first 20 are going to go out as originally planned. But those coffee boxes where I have all 5 flavors of coffee plus a free mug, should I do that more? And just sell those and just sell them as they go? Because a lot of people didn't get them. We only did 20 of them last month or yesterday, and we sold out within 20 minutes. So I guess if you think that I should do more of those boxes, press 1. If you don't care, press 2. And those are coffee boxes. They cost $80. You get a free coffee mug of your choice as long as you follow the instructions there. And then you get all the coffee. So you get all 5 flavors of the coffee. And the coffee's good. It's our new coffee line. So people are saying 1 or 2. All right. Well, then I can do that. I suppose it's as easy as pressing a button. Because Adam was saying that I should do more of them because I can get the coffee probably delivered, more by Friday. And then send out those boxes. And maybe, just maybe, they'll come by because I ordered special boxes to do it. And I'm just going to do it. Like, those will just be coffee mystery boxes. So maybe I'll put gift certificates and all that shit in them too. Gift cards and all that stuff. Because he was just saying that we're not giving enough people chances to buy the coffee. Which I guess I understand. Fuck it. Wrong thing. Isn't it cool though? I can do this live on the air. I know you guys are probably like, what the hell? Yeah, so we have, and to be honest, because most people bought the box, a lot of people bought individual coffee. So you probably won't even know that it's delayed or that you may be the secondary box. So just figure if you ordered today, you won't get your coffee until probably Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. The rest of them are probably going to get their coffee by Friday because I'm going to try to ship all the boxes tomorrow. We got most of the coffee done today. That's a tedious fucking job. Like, it's almost more tedious than doing the t-shirts. It's fun though. Plus I like the smell of coffee. I had to go out and buy a coffee maker today so I could buy more coffee, or so I could make my own coffee here in the store. Here it is. Let me just add. All right, and I'll explain this before. I'll explain this when I publish this, so people could try it, because a lot of people were screwing it up yesterday. And I know I yelled at someone and they got mad, and I apologize. But it's very important for this one that you follow instructions. So basically here, if you go to puretruthclothing.com and just type in coffee box, you'll see it. It's not available. Hold on. Press the wrong button. You'll see the coffee box there. If you do order the coffee box, it's going to come with all 5 flavors. So you'll have our pumpkin spice. They're all collectible, the first ones, because I ordered new labels today that are the correct size, because apparently I messed up last time. But you'll get the Trumpkin, which is like a pumpkin spice. You'll get our Wake Up America blend, which is our morning blend. You'll get our Question Everything blend, which I think is our signature blend. It's good. It's really legendary. It's a medium roast, but man, it's fucking good. I had it on my drive out, and you guys heard me gushing over it. And it's not just because it's mine. It's just because, it's just good damn coffee. But yeah, so when you go over to puretruthclothing.com, coffee box, blah, 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 I'll just put it in the chat for you guys to see. There's something that's very important, because a lot of people weren't doing it and you missed out on the mugs, because I have no way of fulfilling it for you if you didn't do it right. So you go to puretruthclothing.com, click on the top, you'll see coffee. Click down, you'll see coffee box. Click on the coffee box, add that to your cart. Then once it's in your cart, go up to drinkware on mugs, click mugs, choose a mug. Any mug, you choose it, it's yours, and it's free. If you choose a tumbler, it's probably not free. And only order one at a time. If you order more than one box, I'm going to refund your money, because you're screwing it over on the shipping, and I don't know how to separate it. But yeah, someone said I just got a scam warning. Yeah. Okay, sure you did. But yeah, dude. But yeah, it's a lot of people like it. A lot of people like these boxes, the mystery boxes. Now these are just the coffee. What I'm probably going to do, the mystery boxes going forward, they're going to stay the same price, but we're going to add coffee. So I'll probably do 10 ounces or 8 ounces of coffee in those as well. And I'll use you guys, someone will have a new blend of coffee in your mystery box. Hopefully you're coffee drinkers. You'll have a new blend, and that you'll have to fill out a card, and then I'll give you a free coffee box or something, but you tell us how you like it and kind of leave a review. And again, guys, if you get a mystery box or you get a coffee box, if I add gift certificates or any of that, please send us an email so we can or just type a review or send us a Facebook message or something saying you got the box, and that you won. The TV, we know who won the TV, and you have your TV. It was already delivered, and then there's going to be a TV in the October boxes as well. Fucking Macintoshes, dude, I hate them. But the link is in the chat if you want to order a coffee box. Anti-Fatier's coffee, yeah, but what flavor? That's the thing, because there's so many good names that we could do. But I don't know. The Nightbot is triggered. I don't know what that means. Someone said coffee bean. Yeah, don't talk about other coffee companies on my show. Please, I'm just kidding. I don't care what you do. But yeah. Someone said, when was the last time those? Did I say Macintosh? Well, that's what it is, isn't it? Isn't that what this is? You know what this is good for? Nothing. If it didn't cost $1,800, I'd throw it across the room right now. It's good for reading the chat. That's what it's good for. Nothing else. I need to get a TV right here. Susan said, where's your TV at? I don't know. You're going to have to go. Or no, you said, where's your T-shirt at? I don't know. Send me an email and I'll try to answer you the best that I can. But you just actually have to do something. Someone said, Cynthia, I'll look. I don't know what you mean, but I'll look after. But yeah. Yeah, on Amazon, those are not the actual PS5s. So I got people that are saying that there's PS5s available on Amazon. They're unavailable. Like, look, here's the Amazon link that someone just sent me. It shows a PS5 that's unavailable. Don't know when it'll be back in stock. It's frustrating to me. Frustrating. Someone said I have a lot of super chats. Is there a way to see them? Because I'm not logged into YouTube. Maybe I go here. Let me see, because then I'll just read the super chats to everybody, and then we'll end it. It wasn't telling me that I got super chats, so I apologize. And that thing wasn't even making noise. But yeah, it's just one of those days. You know, our show will get back to where it needs to be. For fucking, it's hard. It's hard to do this shit every day and just be like, I guess because of who I am, you know. So yeah, I don't know how to read this and to see which ones are today. But Kay with the $5 super chat, thank you. Wicked Way said, "Let's go, Brandon. Wake up, America." Yeah. Oh yeah. And guys, what's with that? When Adam and I were in Iowa trying to get everyone to start a Let's Go Brandon chat, you had like 5 people that were doing it. It's crazy, right? Crazy. Steve Marley with a huge super chat, $100 one. Thank you, man. Distractions galore. Take care of your family. Prepare with ammo, food, heat source, etc. No one is coming to save us. It's ominous, but yeah, probably true. NFG News said, I order for a gun shop. Do you offer dealer pricing yet? For coffee? No. But if you're going to sell it, we could work out something. I don't even know how that works, man. To be completely honest. And then I don't know if these other super chats are from today. It says, no, I think they were from yesterday. But MJ, Rona, Steve Marley again, Chris Pronto, Steve Marley. There's no date on it, so I don't know if that's today. No, that can't be today. No, so I think I got all the super chats. Maybe this doesn't, I don't know. I'll find a better way. Maybe we'll just have to do Slack or something, April, when super chats are coming in. But yeah, if you want to order a coffee box, go ahead and order it. Yeah, but I'm not going to pay more than what a PS5 is worth. Someone said, look on the Macari app for a PS5. They're expensive. Yeah, that was all the super chats. Godride said, I gotcha. If you want to order the coffee, go order the coffee. Angela, you ask me every day about the book. It's not going to change. I believe it's you that asks every day. It seems like it's the same name. So the way I'm working on, I'm hoping to finish the book by the end of the month. I'm going to send it to an outside editor who's going to look at it for approximately 2 weeks, and then it will go to publication. It's going to be printed on demand, so pretty much as soon as I format it, put it up there, I'm self-publishing the book. It'll be out there. So like I said, I'm hoping for the end of, or the middle of November, or end of November, because the way I've actually been writing a lot. I wrote last night a lot, and what I just decided to do is just kind of write a chapter on basically a rant. That's what my book is. So if you like the rants, you're gonna like the book. Someone said, Sparkling One said, I won't order a box unless I could choose what coffee I want. Sorry. So order the coffee individually. You can do that too. You don't need to order the box. Order 5 of them and then just suffer and don't get a free mug. Or don't order shit. Go back. This isn't fucking McDonald's. Seriously. Man. Someone said PS5 all over Marketplace for sale in my area. Don't know about yours. Yeah. Someone says, Bug said Steve knows a rally. Yeah, we just don't know where it was. We know it's going to be somewhere on the West Coast. So we're not going to be driving out there. We'll be flying. But we are going. We are going. At least Adam and myself will be at every Save America rally going forward, as long as, nothing is horrible. But we will be going. We'll be doing live streams right there every time because it's important for people to see it. I don't care about money. I'm not going to those events to make money. I'm going for brand recognition, to get people to actually pay attention and listen. Pay attention to what's going on in this country. And then hopefully next time we'll actually give away some free fucking coffee this time. That's the whole reason I bought an RV. I'll be honest. Today, bought an RV. I bought it from Minnesota. They have to bring it to the dealership here, do it a once over. I should have it by the end of the week, next week. But yeah, I bought an RV because now I don't need to rely on a generator. We don't need to pay for hotels. I'm going to get about the same gas mileage towing the trailer as I will with my truck because I got about 9 miles to the gallon with my truck earlier. It's got a big ass generator already on board with it. And then I don't have to pay for hotels as well. So we can make the coffee, don't have to pay for hotels, can take a shower, don't have to use public restrooms. That is the best fucking part of the whole damn thing. And then I could just go and do whatever I want, just go, out to a rally and come back. And that's, my wife is excited about it too, because, well, no, she's not. She was pretty pissed actually, because she thought I bought a more expensive one, which is the one I was trying to buy. But because we're not buying it with cash and I'm financing it, we didn't get that one, I mean, what am I supposed to expect? I'm not going to qualify for a fucking $1 million RV, right? I wanted that tour bus is what I wanted. I wanted a freaking tour bus. That's not happening. Someone said, will wife come to a rally? No. But what she would do is go hang out in the city somewhere by herself. Someone said, don't rap it yourself. No, we're probably not going to rap. No, so I had an RV. I bought a motorhome, not an RV, a motorhome. I guess there's a difference. A Class C is what I bought. But yeah. The one from Iowa. Yeah, that one was nice, man. That big-ass one, that was nice. That's kind of what did it. But that's what kind of made me think about it, because we were already thinking about it before. We kind of missed out. Adam and I were talking about it. My wife was like, But there was one, a huge one, Gulfstream, oh, God, it was so nice. It was older. It was a 2001. So nice, huge diesel pusher. They wanted $16,500 for it. We slept on it. They sold it quick. Because we weren't really sure if this was the right way to go. Once we went out to Iowa, I realized this was the right way to go. Now, we're probably not going to fully wrap the RV because I'm buying it personally, not with the company. So we'll probably use it. My wife and I will use it and with our kids to escape every weekend. Literally, probably every weekend. We're going to go somewhere or do something or just drive it for an hour and stop and sleep somewhere. Just have something different and to force family time. It'll force me to not do live streams. It'll force her not to fall asleep at 7 o'clock. Like last night I got home at like 8:15. She was already out. My kids were playing around and all that stuff. Someone said I have a 1996 Gulfstream and I love it. Yeah. No, we sold the camper, the travel trailer, when we moved up here because when summer ended, because we realized we went camping only a couple of times because instead of doing what I wanted to, which was to take off for the entire summer, my wife vetoed that idea when we found this house up here. And we were originally going to try to do it, and I'm so glad we didn't, because that would have sucked, because our dogs probably would have died. We put them with a sitter for a week, and our dogs got super sick, started shitting blood and all that stuff. And I know it's personal and you don't care about it. But so now we're going to go with this. Someone said your Class C rocks, 20-foot Chevy 350. This is like a 28-footer or something. It's not that big. But it's good. It's gonna be good, and I'm excited about it. Heads up, gas in my town jumped to 345 from 315. Yeah. Abdul said it must be a slow news day. Yeah, you must just be tuning in. I mean, that's the problem when you come into a show that's already been going on for a while. You miss it. And yeah, it's not a slow news day, to be honest. It's a repeat. Today was a repeat news day. So all the news from today was the same news as yesterday. Our country is fucked. And all the news from yesterday was the same news from Sunday night. Our country is fucked. And all the news from Sunday night was the same news as Saturday night. Our country, you see the pattern there? Nobody's waking up. Nobody's paying attention yet. Eventually they will. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, that's called wishful thinking. But it's just frustrating. Frustrating as hell, man. I don't care who you're right there. Oh, Angela. Sorry. Angela's mad at me because I called her out in the Twitch or the chat. Now she wants her money back for the book. No problem, Angela. You're the type of person that I don't want to get a book either. You're mad because I said your name on the air. Fucking A. You guys are in my chat. I had Brian Hendricks, that asshole, the other day send me a long, drawn-out email telling me I'm not allowed to use his last name on the air when he's ridiculing our fans and talking shit. What the hell? Stop being like, oh, God. It's so annoying to me. Yeah, for sure. I'll refund you $35 for your book. Just stop watching my channel. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Someone else. Here, Susan, seeing how you're sending this while we're on the air. Let me look for you right now. Because you guys got to understand that as if you ordered shirts in the past couple of weeks, the shirts they're drop shipped. I don't know why this one isn't. I bet it's fucking sold out. That's the other thing, too. A lot of the... here, I'll look for you right after, Angela. Or, no, Susan. A lot of... So I ordered a bunch of shirts today, because I'll just talk to you guys for a minute. So I ordered a bunch of shirts to do our October mystery boxes, because I have these really weird gray-looking ones, and I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. Some of you guys are going to get those. And then I have sweatshirts, which are not going out in these mystery boxes. And then I have t-shirts. So I ordered the long sleeves because that's what everyone wanted. So I ordered the long sleeves and I ordered something else. But the long sleeves, I had to pick and choose all different colors because they're essentially out of all the sizes. So I have to get like the full quantity of 20 large from, on one color and then 17 small on a different color or you know what I mean? So I had to jump around. So I found a new vendor that actually has a really good system. So I was able to fulfill the order that way and I should have it on Friday and then I'll get printing because I'm still waiting on the damn designs. Everything is delayed. I ordered the transfers because everyone will get a new Wake Up America, the new logo where it says podcast underneath. Everyone will get one of those shirts as well with the October mystery box. So if you didn't order it, you'll just have to order it online. And I do have the new design online through our other wholesale printer because I was a little too ambitious where I said I was going to print everything in-house. I'm not doing that. All of the mystery box shirts I am printing in-house. Some of the better design shirts that I want to keep costs down because if I actually print the ones where we're getting the labels sewn in and all that stuff, it's too expensive for me to do it as well here. Plus I can't hire anybody. I can't find anybody that wants to fucking work. Let me go figure that one out. I'm trying to hire now. I talk about it all the time. The fact that people don't want jobs, people don't want to work. Can't hire anybody. Everyone wants to be a podcast host, but no one actually wants to do any real work, right? It's crazy. It's crazy shit. And Angela, I'm sorry for calling you out and saying your name. Now you're making me feel bad, but I shouldn't feel bad. You ask a question, and maybe you do need to watch the show more because I get the repeat questions. This is why I hate fucking reading the chat because I ask the same question over and over and over and over. And so I answer the same question over and over and over and over. I'm not a big fan of doing that. If you didn't know. Never been a big fan. What else? Anything else going on? You got to live here in Virginia because you can't work remote. You got to be here. If you want to write, you can work remote. All right, last chance. Get that box in the chat. Well, last chance for today. I'm going to end up... this one, someone said I need a Snickers. I do. I need to go eat something. Cookies and milk tonight. That's what it is. I just want to go home and relax. Today was a good day. Got a lot of stuff done. They came and fixed the bathroom. I told you about the bathroom issue yesterday. They came right here. It was great. Someone said, and most here are, someone said I'm pretty moody. I'm always moody. I told you, guys, I spent too long trying to be PC with everybody. I don't want to do that. It's not who I am. This person that you're hearing right now is who I am. And that's who I'm going to be. If you're not into that or you think I'm too direct or too mean or too moody, just go watch CNN. Like literally just hit that unsubscribe button right now and move on. Move on. Because I don't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? I want to do, I want to be me. Okay. So that's one of the things that I'm going to do this week is I said I was going to do it today with a full show. It turned out to be a full show of just rants. This will not be as a podcast. I don't even think I did yesterday's. I'm going to try something new tomorrow. Okay. Some of you may like it, some may not. I'm going to do a segmented show, kind of like all the other people do, but I'm going to record segments throughout the day, and I'll broadcast it all live. So I'll be here talking about it and be like, earlier today I had this weird thought about this story, and then boom, I'm going to have that story out because I want to see if that's a better way, if it will be a more engaging show. I have to do it live to push all the buttons and all that stuff, so I'll still be here and I'll still probably rant and all that. But I want to try that because it actually frees up a little bit more of my time, because literally I ask anybody I talk to on the phone during the day, I rant to them so many times about so many different things. So instead of doing that, I'd rather just quickly set it up, press a button, boom, go live and be like, so you hear what that jackass Joe Biden said today, or something like that. And because this whole space is mine, this whole entire office space, I have the room and the flexibility to do it. But yeah, and that way it'll free up a little bit more time. And what I may do is actually flip. So all you guys that have Citizen Stringer TV, you may want to watch tomorrow at 7 o'clock, because what I may do is, just so I get out of here at a reasonable time, I may do an hour just on Citizen Stringer, just interacting with the chat, maybe do a call-in show or something, and then I will go live to social media after. I know it's an interesting way to do it, but it gets me out early, and I notice there are some people in Citizen Stringer at 7 o'clock. So make sure you check in tomorrow at 7, because I was live today at 7 o'clock. Not really talking that much, just showing the different hearings and stuff, and that may be all I do. I don't know. But you'll have to wait and see. Guys, I appreciate everyone for watching. I appreciate all the people, even the ones that get mad at me for, saying something. I'm not a big fan. I should do a frequently asked questions for to say, put a message up on the screen that says, hey, before you ask a question in the chat, check out our frequently asked questions section. But in all reality, a lot of people are, I guess, getting antsy because it is the fall, and I said the book was going to be available in the fall. Now it's going to be late fall. It's still fall, technically, but it's going to be late fall because, well, I moved cross country. I changed everything. We built a new store out. We've gotten much larger. So everything's kind of fallen out of place, but it's all lining up. It's all working. It's just hard to do. My wife, every day, she asks me about the book. She asks me how much I've written, how I'm doing on it, because she wants to keep me on task with that. And to be honest, that's the whole reason why I'm writing every day now, just to make sure I get it, and then I'll have an editor, because I was like, I can't have her do it because she's a fucking Democrat. My book is deep inside the minds of a guy that thinks that we're at war with ourselves. So there's no way I can have a Democrat reading my book. You know what I mean? She's going to be like, oh, you can't write that. That's too crazy. I mean, she said that shit before. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. I'm going to end this. I'll see you all tomorrow. Adam is on a flight, so he will not be live tonight. I don't know. I'm going to go look and see what we have to play on the Citizen Stringer. Likely it'll be one of the oldies but goodies that have been repeating for a couple. I'll refresh all the movies tomorrow as well. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone. Go buy your coffee if you haven't yet. Our coffee is available, puretruthcoffee.com. You can get the coffee box, or you can just buy it. If you want the best one that I've had so far of my own coffee, is the Question Everything blend. That's the best one. It's got a big question mark on it. That is the best one that I've had. The French roast is pretty damn good too. We just had that this morning. That's pretty good. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow.
You've been listening to Wake Up America with Stephen Oatley. Unapologetically American and unapologetically honest. Join us each night at 8 p.m. for more daily headlines, politics, and social issues, covering the headlines that mainstream media ignores. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review the show. See more on the website at citizenstringer.com. And we'll see you tomorrow on Wake Up America.